Hi everyone! In today's video, we're taking a look at a development board that's designed to unleash the creative potential of any maker or Arduino enthusiast. We're talking about the Unihiker K10 board from DFROBOT. The Unihiker series is built to immerse you in the world of IoT applications, including AI projects. Its rich set of sensors provides data for training neural networks, while the wide variety of interfaces makes it easy to connect additional peripherals and expand functionality. The board came in this box, and inside you will find a high-quality USB Type-C cable, always a nice bonus, since you can never have too many of those. Let's take a closer look at what this board has to offer and what components it's made of. It features an ESP32S3 microcontroller module with 512 KB of static RAM and 16 MB of flash. Supports 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5. On the front side, you will find a 2.8-inch LCD display with a resolution of 240 to 320 pixels. The display connects via the flat ribbon cable on the back using a small latch connector. Just above the screen it's a second connector with JC2145 camera module, offering a 2 megapixels resolution and 80-degree field of view. Back to the front. Above the display it's a line of onboard sensors, 2 MEMS microphones, a light sensor capable of detecting up to 64K lux, and a HT20 sensor for temperature and humidity. On the back we also have a 3-axis accelerometer. For audio output there is 2-watt speaker. There is self-ejecting TF card slot for easy access to your microSD card. You also get 3 addressable RGB LEDs for visual feedback, along with 2 navigation buttons labeled A and B, plus reset and boot buttons. At the bottom is an edge connector similar to the one found on micro:bit boards. Pin 20 and 90 are for I2C interface. Pin 0 and 1 are analog inputs, the rest are digital pins. Pins 0 and 1 are also broken out on the side to support 3-pin PH2 connectors, and the I2C interface is duplicated as 4-pin connector, which makes sense since I2C needs 4 lines. There is also a connector here for attaching the battery. The board comes preloaded with a factory firmware demo that shows off some of its features. You can test the sensors right away. If you cover the light sensor, you will see the sun sprite shrink. Touch the temperature sensor and the thermometer responds immediately, since your finger is warmer than surrounding air. But the most exciting part for me is an AI capabilities. There are offline voice recognition feature. No cloud connection needed, it all runs locally on the microcontroller. Check it out.
Hi Telly, turn on the light. Hi Telly, turn off the light. Jarvis, play a game. Jarvis, play animation. Hey Telly, play music.
The demo firmware also let us test the camera, which can detect faces and highlight them with a green box. In addition to voice recognition, the K10's AI library includes built-in methods for face detection, cat and dog recognition, and motion detection. Even with just these pre-trained neural networks, we can create a bunch of cool DIY projects. You can also train your own neural networks using the TensorFlow Lite library, which is specially optimized for running on microcontrollers. Going back to voice recognition, it supports Chinese and English out of the box. You can reassign commands to perform custom actions. It's easy and very powerful. DFROBOT offers its own cross-platform development environment called Mind+. To get it working with the K10, switch to offline mode. Click the Extensions button and you will see the full list of methods for working with built-in sensors and preloaded neural networks. Let's try voice recognition. It only takes a couple of blocks to get started. Check this out.
Okay, let's try this. Hi Telly. Show me your juicy melons.
What I really like is that alongside the graphical interface, there is a window on the right that shows the generated C code in real time. You can switch to manual editing at any point if you want more control on your code. And if Mind Plus is not your thing, you can also write code in Arduino IDE or use Tony with MicroPython. One of the best things about Unihiker is that the website offers detailed documentation for all K10 API methods. So if you ever get stuck or just want to explore everything about K10 is capable of, head over at their site and dive into the docs. I really enjoyed working with this board. It's a great choice not only for beginners who are just stepping into the world of IoT and ESP32 development, but also for more experienced users who are looking for a versatile platform to tackle a wide range of projects. That's all for today, my friends. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate your like and subscription to the channel. There is the link in the description if you're really interested in getting your hands on this board. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon in the next video.